they play N'Zoth. And you think, yeah, I can deal with that. I have a board, right? I can make some trades. I have 3 secrets up. So I dealt with it and I played Tyrion. And I thought, hey, all is well in the world. All is well. I have double Belcher up. I have a 10 attack Challenger. But this is a mill rogue. And, well, we've seen one N'Zoth. There it is again. The second N'Zoth there, with gang up, so he's shuffling copies into his deck. So I'm thinking, okay, I can break through that, and I did. Okay, smart guy though, trading his board away, and there it is. And third N'Zoth, and I thought, okay, I can't deal with this. I'm taking fatigue, let's concede. So my Secrets Paladin here, falling to a mill rogue, but that tends to be the exception to the rule. Mill rogue is quite tough in the sense that you have to play out as many cards as you can each turn, because otherwise they play Coldlight Oracle, sap, they put cards back into your hand, draw cards from your deck, overdraw you, and then fatigue you, and then you've got to kill them quickly, because then they start playing Zoth, get minions back, play it again, play it again, play it again, and you can't win. But exception to the rule is Mill Rogue. This deck, which you've seen me feature before on my channel, pretty much demolishes most other decks on the wild mode ladder. And you're going to see evidence of that in this video today, because we are heading to rank 4. So yes, no Gadget Sound cards included. I resisted the temptation. People also said put Lothar bin. I resisted too. Why? Because this deck has worked for me. And I'm going to keep it as it is for now. So, let's have a look at this deck in action. We're starting off against a Warlock. I'll give you one guess as to what kind of a Warlock it is. Think about it for a second. Yep, you guessed correctly. Of course, it's going to be Renlock. What other kind of Warlock could it be? Zulok? No, who plays Zulok anymore? When's the last time you can honestly tell me, on Standard Mode or Wild Mode, that you'd seen a Zulok? They're kind of extinct now, which is a shame because, you know, it's a fun deck to play. So the tap would indicate either Renlock or Handlock. I have seen a couple of Handlocks out there. But so what we're doing here is we're putting pressure onto the board. We're going to lose all of the pressure that we put onto the board. That's really awkward, unfortunately. So the question is, can I kill the Doomsayer? It has 7 health. I have 2 secrets. That would put the Secret Keeper up to 4. No, I can't kill it. Super duper awkward here, unfortunately. And I like his play. He played the 2-2 as insurance in case I was able to remove the Doomsayer. So here, I'm making a controversial play. I'm going to buff up my Keeper. I'm going to go face. Why have I done that? 2 reasons. Put the pressure on him. And the second reason is we set up those secrets, which is really good. Avenge, Competitive Spirit. So Avenge is good here if he Mortal Coils one of the spiders. No, he has Kazakus. Okay, that's good for him. Noble Sacrifice is pretty good. Comp Spirit, though, you maybe say, hey, that was a waste. On what, 2 spiders? Competitive Spirit here buffs them up. They become 2/2s. It is more pressure, potentially, in terms of face damage, but it also will let me make some trades over the next couple of turns, perhaps. We'll see. Okay, so it's an easy Steward here. Steward is one of the cards that people have recommended I cut. I disagree for reasons that you're about to see. I mean, what's he going to do here, right? He's going to attack with Kazakus into the 3/3. I will get my Divine Shield value. I will get essentially a rarity in this game, which is the 2/1 surviving. Oh, okay, forget it all. The board is doomed. Okay, anyway, For a moment there, it looked like the Steward was doing good work there with Noble Sacrifice. Yeah, Noble Sacrifice, Steward of Darkshire, is a super good combo. It really is. It just lets you keep board presence. And why is that important? Pressure. And I used that word earlier. It lets you continue to pressure your opponent.
I have no time for games.
Okay. Sylvanas, hopefully there, will counter his Drake to some degree. Maybe not. Okay, second-rate bruiser, sure. I'm going to keep the Juggler Muster combo. That could come in handy at some point. I mean, no matter what I do to this Reno lock, he'll just play Reno, right? No matter how much damage I do to his face, he'll just play Reno when it suits him, and then we'll be back to square one again. This is quite a tough match, unless you're able to keep that pressure going early, and he has sort of stopped my pressure here. I mean, as you can see, Hellfire, so good for him. And he's going to counter the mini-bot with Bran. That's interesting. Well, in the nick of time, there's Tyrion. Not sure what he's going to do here, though, because Reno is probably just going to come down.
No time for games.
Oh no, it's not Reno, that's Sylvanas. That's really interesting. Well, here, Muster really shines now. Against most other classes or decks, Juggler Muster combo is all about the damage. It's all about clearing minions off the board and or doing damage to the face. Okay, that's a really good outcome. In this case, against a Reno lock, the face damage doesn't matter, but he has Reno. What it accomplished here was a bad Sylvanas pickup form, so it was really good. Twisting Nether. Oh, bloody hell, really? And the Swampoos? Okay, this guy's got it all. But look, we've seen Hellfire. We've seen Twisting Nether. We've seen Sylvanas. As a Secrets Paladin, those are probably three of the things that I'm most afraid of. Board clears and minions that steal your minions. So now that I've seen Nether, I'm only worried about Shadow Flame, potentially, I think. So maybe I can now be more liberal with what I put on the board, just to keep that pressure going. Because we've seen Nether. Twisting Nether is your nightmare, it really is. But it just clears a board completely. It's better than Brawl. Brawl is 5 costs, Brawl a board away, 1 minion survives. Nether is so good. Speaking of good, Siphon Soul there, okay. It's decent for him. But look, I can refill the board. Okay, he's at 9. I'm keeping the pressure going. It's Reno or bust for him. Reno or bust. Does he have Reno Jackson is the question. If he doesn't, I win.
We're gonna be rich.
Of course he has it. Why wouldn't he have it? Okay, Shieldmaster. Well, in a situation like this, what do? You're back to square one. He's at 30. So, we just push. If there's any more AoE, if there are any more board clears coming, let them happen now, and then I'll play N'Zoth. I resisted the urge to play N'Zoth last turn. I mean, I would have got Tyrion back, but... Okay, Demon Wrath, sure. Shadow Bomb, sure. Spells, AoE, going out the window now. It's clearing the way for N'Zoth, potentially. Oh, yeah. So, we get Sylvanas back, we get Tyrion back. That is good enough. The deck plays Sludge Belcher. I could have waited, but no. This pressure is so important. If I just played Barnes last turn, I would probably get overrun by him, because he'd trade, and then he'd refill his board, and I'd have nothing. This at least guarantees I have board presence, and at the moment, board control. That Sylvanas is awkward. He can't play anything too big lest it gets stolen. Tyrion is awkward for him because of the Divine Shield. Out of all of these minions, he's probably eyeing the Sylvanas. Yes, he is. And he copies her. How interesting. It's a showdown between Sylvanuses. Is he gonna Ooh, okay. Squire. Argus. This is like a game of chess here. This is fascinating. Okay. Muster for battle. Muster for battle worked really well earlier against his Sylvanas. So... Okay. So, what is the correct thing to do here? So we hope to steal his Sylvanas, and yes, we get it. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And now, it should be over. There is no more Reno. There is no Twisting Nether. There is no Hellfire. There is no Demon Wrath. What are you going to do? Tap and concede. Tap concede, the best kind of victory against a Reno lock. Okay, that took us to, well, close to rank 5, but not quite. So, let's have a look at this next game. It's against a warrior. And once again, I'll give you one guess. I was going to say two, no, one guess as to what kind of a warrior this probably is, right? What is the only kind of warrior that you see on the ladder right now? It is Pirate Warrior. Very occasionally you see a Control Warrior or a Taunt-based warrior playing some of the new Gadget Sand cards. He's rank 3. This is a very unfair matchup. I'm rank 6. What this does demonstrate is that there aren't that many people playing Wild Mode, so they end up matching up people who have different ranks. Now, that's interesting. The Armor Smith. So this is not Pirate Warrior. I was wrong. This is probably a Control Warrior of some kind with taunts, or even Patron Warrior. That interaction there, execute on Divine Shielded minion, has always bothered me. I've always felt that the Divine Shield should protect a minion from execute because it's a shield which should block a spell. You know, if it was a mage who fireballed that minion, the shield would have protected the minion. So I don't see why execute is so special and why, you know, it should be allowed through. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a bit salty there, losing my minion. Because it had Divine Shield, so I'd invested in it. Okay, Cruel Taskmaster. Am I thinking Patron Warrior here now?
None of your business. For justice.
There was a point where Patron Warrior was very popular in Wild Mode. I have a couple of friends in my friends list who swear by Patron Warrior, and even to this day will play nothing but Patron Warrior because, well, they're so good at it and they've refined it, and it works for them. Sure. Well, the pressure is on now. I have to be conscious of brawl potentially. So, do I even commit? I mean, there's even consideration there for not playing the hero power, because if he brawls, you don't want a 1/1 to survive. Even with the secrets after revenge and whatnot. Okay, sure. Oh dear. And that's one of the drawbacks of Redemption. When it's drawn out as a set of secrets from Challenger, you have very little control over what it brings back. And there's Brawl. Okay. I would have much rather have had Revenge... no, not Revenge. What am I talking about? Avenge? No. Redemption. I would have much rather have had Redemption in hand, so I could control when I play it, maybe with Tyrion, for example. Ooh, speaking of Redemption, okay, so a 1-1 mini bot. It's pretty good, I guess. It has Divine Shield. Right, there's the second execute. Very important to keep count. But he's at 18. And he's like, nah. Well, I still had Tyrion. I still had Sylvanas. And, well, that takes us into rank 5. There we go. Right, so, I wasn't happy with rank 5. It's time to consider rank 4, right? Going up against a rank 4 player, Peter Pan. So we have a secret keeper. We have a secret. We're happy. We're quite happy. Dr. Boom is not what we want to see. Consecration not doing anything here. Tyrion certainly not doing anything here. And with a hand like this, you start to question. You start to think to yourself, am I going to win this game? Do I have a chance of winning this game? Because a 7-drop and an 8-drop is not what you want to see. I was pondering a hero power there, just in case he'd decide to ping, rather than play a minion, as you can see that he's doing now. Okay. It's fine. I mean, I can trade the keeper here. I like an hero power.
Reporting for duty.
So he'll ping. And that's fine. Hopefully the ping will be his whole turn. Oh, he's not pinging. He's buffing it. Why would you do that? Unless he suspects it's Avenge. But why would you do that? I mean, that's... Well, I guess he had nothing else to do. I don't know. This is interesting. Secrets. Is it Freeze Mage? Is that Ice Block? No, Freeze Mages don't play Sludge Belchers. This is a different kind of a mage. And, is that Mirror? It's not Mirror Entity. So... quite possibly it's Ice Block, or Counter Spell. So do I just put that down to 3 health, or do I just kill it? Right, we just kill it. I'm afraid of duplicates. It's not duplicate. It's not effigy. Okay. The fact there are belchers makes me think that this is some kind of a control style mage, possibly playing Echo of Medivh, Giants. I featured that on my channel recently. It was really fun.
None of your business.
But speaking of fun and interactive, that's a challenger. And full secrets drawn out of your deck. The most... Oh god. The most value-based interaction in the whole game. Play a challenger, draw a load of secrets out at once. Okay, so... what we do now is we ignore her. If in doubt against Sylvanas, ignore her, flood the board, and play stuff, go face. That's the strategy for Sylvanas. Okay. It's interesting. Ooh, gosh. Okay. Alright. Goes face. Okay. Presumably... what's he doing? Noble sacrifice. Right? Please steal the 1/1. Thank you. You see... yes, by the Holy Light. When you ask nicely, good things happen. Now, Even if he'd stolen Boom or the Challenger, I still have Tyrion, I still have Sylvanas myself. I have all the tools in the world. Right? I have all the pressure in the world. What's he going to do here? He's going to draw. That's quite slow for him. Only 5 mana to play with. And he's facing down 2 legendaries and a 10 attack Challenger. Well, that is a Kazakus. That is something that could turn things around for him if he gets the Polymorph spell. But I'm not going to give him any time here. I'm going to pop the block, I think.
Don't test me, child.
Yeah, look, we can put him to 1. That's crazy. It's funny how the damage worked out for me like that, just putting him to 1. And now, if he doesn't have the second ice block, even if he clears the board, muster for battle, he is lethal. Has he played any duplicate cards? I don't think he has, right? So, Reno Jackson.
Embrace the power of the Cabal.
Ink Master? Really? Great entrance, though.
Well played.
That's pretty good for him. Sheep everywhere, but that's not enough. He didn't have ice block. No, okay, so we are now 1 game closer to rank 4, and this game here is against a Shaman. What kind of a Shaman is it? Well, it could be aggro, it could be mid-range, it could be Jade and mid-range. One thing I've noticed in the last couple of weeks is mid-range Shamans invading the wild mode meta along with Pirate Warrior. The Shamans invading the wild mode meta, generally not Jade. They are just standard mid-range. It's as if the mid-range Shamans all left the standard mode meta and joined the wild mode meta, and in standard mode they were replaced by Jade Shamans. And that's how it feels to me, how it appears to be for me. But he has the Dream on the board, he has Totem Golem, Tunnel Trog. So now I'm just going to make his life awkward. And I'm going to say, there's a spider with Taunt on board. You're going to need to double trade with that Totem Golem. Oh dear, okay. Everyone's running Swampoos. Of course they are. Do I use the Keeper here? Or do I just flood the board with dudes? If we flood, we are scared of Maelstrom Portal, we are scared of Lightning Storm. So maybe flooding is not a good idea. Maybe we just do this. Maybe we play Keeper of Alderman, because it's a 3/4 body.
None may steal our secrets.
It sort of plays around AoE. I mean, he could Lightning Storm and trade, which I'd be happy with if he did that. But yeah, Keeper... Okay, that's not Spell Power, that's good. Keeper is pretty good here. Okay, Maelstrom Portal, yeah, sure. Okay, he had it. He had it. So, good thing I didn't play Muster. Oh, hello. That's so good. The combo. Now, in an earlier game, you saw this against a Reno lock, and it didn't do very much because they just have Reno and they heal up again. But against a Shaman, it's so good. Well, okay, it would have been good if I could kill that 1/1. But it's board presence. We've seen Maelstrom Portal. Does he have the Lightning Storm? No, he doesn't. He has the Water Speaker. Water Speaker is a highly underrated card. It's so good. It's so good. It's a 3/6 that heals you for 6. Okay, 2 juggles. That's something. Do I kill it?
To battle!
No. We put it to 3, so it's in range of Sludge Belcher. But anyway, Lightning Storm is what we are afraid of now. That's not a Lightning Storm. That's a slow dragon. That's okay. I can live with that. Okay, sure. And he doesn't attack. Okay. Fill the board. Flood the board. Okay. See where the juggles go? No, wrong place.
For justice!
Wrong again. These juggles are terrible. This juggler needs to be fired.
For justice!
Okay, we use our face. That's fine. So we have the board. What's he gonna do? Okay, another Drake. He draws a card. Still a bit slow for him though. Just Totem and Drake. Because I have impactful cards like Challenger that do a lot more, quite frankly. 4 secrets. Oh look! We can kill it! Yeah. It's probably over now, unless there is some form of Hex and Lightning Storm, perhaps. Yeah, it's over, right? He's at 14. Okay, spreading that damage. The juggles just keep flying, don't they? Okay, Lightning Storm? Okay, Lightning Storm? No, that's a Lightning Bolt. I concede? No, that's a thing. That's a boar. Okay. No, I don't think it's going to be enough. Valiant effort there from the Shaman. But, again, it's about pressure. This Secrets Paladin was able to keep the pressure going. And, hey, he had Maelstrom Portal, right? Maybe if he'd drawn into Lightning Storm at some point in this game, maybe the outcome would have been different.
I wonder.
Just trying to think, is there any lethal here? I mean, it's going to depend on... If I throw the spiders in, it's going to depend on juggles and where they go. So I think it's worth doing this, right? Okay, 1 hit face, sure. Okay, come on. Okay, progress. And 1 more. Oh, okay, so we're 1 off. Hey, we were very close. If that last juggle had gone face, we'd actually have lethal here. Alright, 1 off lethal. I don't see how he survives. Even Deathwing, which he doesn't have the mana for, I'd still have my weapon. Yeah, it's over. So, managing to beat a mid-range Shaman there, and that has pushed us into rank 4. So yeah, overall, this deck, this is proof. It's still very effective. It's still working. No Gadget Sand cards needed. No Lotheb required. I mean, if we started facing freeze mages all of a sudden, or tempo mages, I'd consider Lotheb. But for the time being, this deck works still very, very well. The weak links in this deck that some people have pointed out are Steward of Darkshire, but I still think Steward is decent. In a number of games, I've had great value with Muster for Battle, for instance, and Knife Juggler with Steward, or Steward and Haunted Creeper can just keep your board presence going because of those Divine Shields. The other weak point is Barnes, although on some occasions I've had Barnes Sylvanus, Barnes Belcher, Barnes Tyrion, particularly in the late game when you've played a lot of your cards and you know what's left in your deck. Barnes can be amazing. So, if you're still not convinced, please give this deck a try in wild mode, tell me what you think. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll see you all again very soon. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and do take care now.